This is Halnor. I'm a member of the Baldur's Gate branch of Faerun Incorporated. In the common tongue, I and my acquaintances are an adventuring group for hire, but all of us have pasts that will eventually surface to either cloud our jobs or allow us to further our own agendas. Only time will tell. After closing the mill doors behind us, we had a few moments of catching up with the members of Waterdeep, Nanir Thrin and Doug. But it was a reunion short-lived. A familiar soul from our past, Ivor Strog, came through the door, bloody and beaten, then collapsed into a heap. We brought him in, healed his wounds as best we could, when another voice from outside was instructing us to surrender or be smoked out. Idiots. This is a thatched roof with upper windows. By the time the smoke would have been a problem, the roof would have caught fire anyway. As we all looked at each other in the mill, the voice again stated that all he wanted to do was to get us the hell away from Greenest and stop causing them so much trouble. So, with Ivor down for the count and none of us able to escape with him, we, one by one, left the mill, disarmed ourselves, and stood under guard. By the time Doug came out, who stealthily hid his armaments, a group of fort soldiers came running up the road, which caused the distraction we all needed. Rushing for our weapons, we dispatched the ambushed Drake and half a dozen or so kobolds. We interrogated the dragon claw with a well-placed pike placed under his levitating body and discovered that all they were doing was raiding goods and killing the guards. The civilians were, for the most part, safe from harm as long as they didn't do anything stupid and did what they're told. The Dragonclaw also mentioned that there were precious dragon eggs about a half-day's walk east, which might prove useful when dealing with these dragons and Dragonclaw cultists. Zico scouted ahead to ensure a safe path back to the sewer tunnel, and after dodging a patrol, we made it back to the fort with our new hostage. We met with Escobar the Red and Governor Nighthill, where the prisoner was interrogated just a little bit more. The night crept on. By 2 a.m., there were only 14 guards left alive in the fort, the Blue Dragon having disposed of their comrades throughout the night. Luckily, shortly after, the dragon flew away, and most of the raiding army began to march off to the east as well. Those who remained, a Blue Dragonkin, called to the fort that if anyone were to challenge him in single-handed combat, that the remaining forces would disperse. Ordul, our total companion, stepped up immediately for the challenge. Alone, Ordul fought bravely, but was eventually bested. One of the soldiers outside ran to Ordul's aid, but was instantly killed by the Dragonkin for violating the one-on-one rules of combat. The Dragonkin left the area, his remaining forces in tow. Ordul was able to be retrieved and stabilized. Also, Ivor came back at the same time, having recovered a bit at the mill and then jogged back to the fort. The interrogation by the governor revealed that Leosin, a monk master, had been taken as well, and Tiamat was spoken of several times. Lawful interrogations usually reveal much more details than a field interrogation ever would, but we did what we could. Leosin knows quite a bit of the Greenest defenses, as well as other highly sensitive information, so the governor has hired us to do the following. Who are these raiders? Where are they based? Where are they likely to hit next? How many of them are there? And rescue Leosin. So, we've been given a search and rescue mission. At least we have leads. And finally, my 25-year search is going in a promising direction. I will find the dragon that made me into a widower. And a wandering vagabond. Syl brought us up to speed on the legend of Tiamat, and I can't help but think that this whole situation feels unnatural. And unnatural events cannot be tolerated in this realm, and they must be dealt with. As we fall asleep or meditate the rest of the night away, we'll see what the next dawn brings us.